There comes a point in your life when you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision as to the course of events that are going to affect the rest of your life. And the runes of the Younger Futhark can literally spell out what to do about that. Hi, I'm Kadrick Olson. I am author of Runes for Transformation. I've been studying, practicing, teaching, and helping people with runes and Norse mysticism for over 30 years. I've used my skills at translating the Eddas and putting the magic to work so people can make positive and effective changes in their life. And that's exactly what I'm hoping to bring to you in this video right now. So what exactly is a choice point? A choice point is a certain time in your life when you have to choose to do something. Do you go left? Do you go right? Do you do this? Do you not do this? Do you take this action? Do you sit still? And sometimes we can get so bogged down by the severity of the situation that we make no choice at all. And the choice is, it's still a choice, to freeze, to not do anything, just to stay still and stagnant and hope that it all passes. Well, that's a choice, to not take an action, to not do anything. So it's still something there as a choice to do, but you can still get through that. And I'm going to show you runes from the Younger Futhark to help understand what this pattern is that leads to a choice point, when you make that choice at the choice point, and then what happens after it, so that you have a good, clear understanding of those events in your life and what to do about it. Now, the runes that we're going to use not only are from the Younger Futhark, but we're only going to use runes from the second Ite. There's only 5 runes that we're going to talk about, and we're going to start now. The first rune is Haglaz. This is the rune of hail, of hailstorms, of disruption, chaos. This is that moment in your life when things just go to shit, when everything goes to hell in a handbasket and you are totally screwed. This is the complete upheaval of whatever's going on in your life. This is the disaster. This is the calamity. This is the shit hitting the fan, is Haglaz. Haglaz is that storm, that disruption, that chaos. This is the bad stuff that happened to you. And hey, I want to throw this in here. I teach all of my clients, probably without fail, that you may or may not be responsible for what happens to you, but you are 100% responsible for what you do about it. So Haglaz is what happens to you. We're going to get to what you do about it here in a minute. What happens after Haglaz? We get to the rune of Naudiz. Naudiz is the rune of constraint, the toil of the bonds made. So it's toil. It's the rune of needs, of necessities. These are the things that you don't have. So Haglaz turned your life upside down and disrupted your world. It told you what you failed at, what you don't have, what you can't succeed at, and what was totally disrupted in your life. And you're taking the stock of like, ugh, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough time. I don't have this. I don't have that. My life just sucks. That's Naudiz. Is that whole feeling of not having enough, that you're constrained, that you're stuck, and you're lost. But you're not really stuck. Next, we get to Isa. This is where you get stuck. Isa is the rune of ice, literally ice. It is frozen wasteland. It is stagnation. It is stillness. It is that moment when Naudiz has gotten so bad that you can't do anything about it. You're frozen. You're stuck. You're here. And it's like, ugh, I can't go anywhere. I told you I didn't have time. I didn't have money. I didn't have resources. I just can't do it. This is your choice point. Isa is your choice point. You can choose to use Is as a place of stagnation, of stillness, of complete constraint and restriction that you can't go anywhere, or you can choose to use Is as a solid foundation. Haglaz destroyed your world, now told you what you didn't have, so you hit rock bottom. What? You hit rock bottom. Guess what happens at rock bottom? You can choose to stay there and let your life be a place of total suffering and misery and just a shitstorm of everything left after, right? It just sucks. Or you can hit rock bottom and you say, good, right on. Now I know as low as we can go. This is the bottom. This is my foundation to build off of. This is where I go to next. What do I do after that? If you choose to use Is as your foundation, your rock bottom, the place where you can build on, that's where you can find the energy of Ur. Or is the rune of the year. It is bounty, it is boon, it is growth, it is excess. It is that movement in the direction that you want things to be going. So you can sit there at ease in misery, or you can start to look up and you can go, great, what is it that I can build? What is there that I can do to grow? How can I expand from here? And that's tapping into Or energy. That's tapping into that Or of possibility. So I want you to think of Or is that rune of possibility, of what growth is potential. And remember, energy goes where your attention, energy flows where your attention goes. If your attention is like, this sucks, I can't do anything. Or if your attention is, okay, I'm going to build that. I'm going to create that. I'm going to work on doing this. There's your Or. That's where your attention is. That's where your energy is going. And that's the stuff you're going to create for you. So you hit East, focus on Or, not East. Be aware of East, but focus your energy on Or. What do you do after that? Well, where do you get your energy? East is like that stagnation, that coagulation, that's just like pulling things in. You're stuck. You can't go anywhere. It's that energy just coming in and stopped. Or gives you that potential to let it go. What is the opposite of East? Soul. Soul is the fire of the sun. Remember, the sun in Norse tradition is feminine energy. It's not masculine energy like Western esotericism. Soul, the power of the sun, is feminine energy. She has the power to nurture the soil to life. And she is such a badass. She's the only force that can destroy icebergs. She's the only force that can melt ice. She is passion. She is fury. She is pure energy, pure strength and power that is nurturing and growing, which is what you need for Or. So if you find yourself at a point of ease, take stock of what it is you can do, what you can build, what you can create, how you can expand, and ask yourself, why do you want to do it? Tap into your passion, tap into your fury, tap into your ecstasy, and make it as strong and powerful and rigorous as you can go. And that will break you free from that ice. That will break you free from the constraint and the stagnation of East. If you are not focusing on your Or, if you're not focusing on your soul, you are stuck in East. And that's your choice point when you reach East. To sit there and focus on East, ice, stagnation, or to focus on what you can do about it. And if you can do something about it, tap into your Or, tap into your soul. Now, we worked with runes in a way that you may not be familiar with. This is not divination. This is not directed energy to make magic happen. This is more contemplative. This is more action-oriented in the real world. And guess what? That's what magic really is. It's about changing your perception of the world, changing your perception of your inner world, changing the energy and the way that you interact with the world. And so you can use these 5 runes of the second ait of the Younger Futhark and the wisdom of those runes to enact your will upon the world through direct action, through the direct course of things that you're doing. And with that, I want you to spend some time contemplating, what is your Or? What is your soul? Leave me a message. Tell me what your East is that you're trying to break out of, what your Or is that you're using to move out of it, and what your soul is to empower that movement. Let me know what that is, and maybe we can work together to help clear that up. And if you know somebody that is facing this kind of a choice point and might be stuck, send them this video. This will probably help them break out of that one and make a big change in their life. Hail.